Conscious Leadership Podcast, the human side of leadership, where consciousness meets practical business leadership. The podcast dives into real challenges managers face, from team motivation to navigating change. Discover actionable insight, proven strategies, and inspiring stories to help you lead with clarity, authenticity, and impact. Whether you are an SME owner, a team leader, or simply passionate about conscious leadership, this podcast will equip you with the tools to build stronger teams, foster trust, and achieve sustainable success. Tune in, lead consciously, and make a difference. Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Conscious Leadership Podcast. I'm your host, Boris Nedved, and today I want to talk about something that is, from my perspective, often overlooked in leadership. Do you, as a leader or as a manager, truly know what makes your team members unique? And more importantly, have you actually told them? Acknowledging and appreciating each team member's unique strengths and contributions is not just a feel-good practice. It's, from my perspective, a crucial leadership responsibility. Recognizing individual value and the value of your team members boosts engagement, boosts motivation and overall team performance. And it ensures that employees feel seen and empowered. Yet, in the daily hustle of business that we are all faced with, this simple yet powerful leadership act is often neglected. You as a leader are likely an employee as well. You can ask yourself, how does it feel not to be noticed? How does it feel not to be seen for your strengths that you hopefully are aware of? When your team members do not feel seen, their performance suffers, motivation declines, and disengagement rises. So you as a leader, you have the power to change that dynamic by actively recognizing and valuing your employees, your team members. So in this episode, I want to explore why recognizing this uniqueness is critical for team success, the impact of personalized appreciation on motivation and performance. How can you identify and communicate individual strengths effectively? How tools like BG5 and OC16 give insights and can actually help you as a leader to truly understand your team members and employees. I want to give you as well practical strategies to foster a culture of appreciation and recognition. The long-term benefits of embedding recognition into leadership practices and how acknowledgement directly impacts retention, loyalty, and company culture. So why does recognizing uniqueness matter? Every person in your team brings something distinct and valuable to the team. It's distinct. It's unique. It's from the individual. Some are natural leaders. Others are strong problem solvers. Some excel in strategic thinking, while others bring stability, consistency, or creativity, or contribute to the culture of the team. When these strengths go unnoticed, employees may feel undervalued. Your team members may feel undervalued, which leads to frustration, disappointment, and disengagement. And I guess I don't have to remind you and tell you about all the different business statistics, be it from McKinsey, Gallup, PwC, Michael Page, and so on, revealing that employees are actually looking for recognition and meaningfulness. But what is the problem? You might have been raised like me. Managers, leaders should fix the weaknesses. Yeah, focus on the weaknesses, make them stronger. I still see that many leaders focus primarily on fixing weaknesses rather than revealing and leveraging strength, be it for themselves or for their team members. They assume that people know their own value, but studies show otherwise. According to Gallup's Global Workplace Survey, only 30% of the employees worldwide strongly agree that their opinion counts at work. The statistic highlights, for me, a widespread issue across various industries and regions. emphasizing that there is a need for conscious leadership. And I hope this is what I want to contribute with this podcast. And active employee recognition. Employees who feel recognized and valued, according to the statistics, more than 4 times more likely to feel empowered to perform their best work. Meaning they give their 100%. And it's a one for all for one type of atmosphere, hopefully. Teams that focus on strengths every day have 12.5% higher productivity. This is what the statistics say. And 8% higher profitability. Everybody talks about profit. Here we go. Easy recognition for your employees. You get profitability. And according to McKinsey, employees who feel acknowledged and engaged are 50% less likely to leave their jobs. What do we all see in the statistics in the newspapers? It's hard to find talent. It's hard to find people. The hunt for engaged employees. Here you go. They wouldn't leave the job if you do your job right. So what does that mean for you as a leader? If you don't actively acknowledge and communicate what makes your team members special, they may never fully realize their strengths. Or even worse, they may feel unseen and disengaged. So this lack of recognition directly impacts your turnover, your morale, and your overall team success. So how can you as a leader recognize and effectively communicate what makes each of your team members unique? Observe and acknowledge. Pay attention to how your team members naturally contribute. Who takes initiative? Who brings calm into chaos? Who connects ideas in an innovative way? Look beyond job descriptions. Strengths often emerge in really unexpected places, like somebody organizing a family picnic in the afternoon to bring the people together of the team. It's possibly not something straight away to the job, but it shows engagement, it shows courtesy, it shows initiative. And conduct regular team evaluations to assess individual contributions and outside of KPIs. You can use BG5 and OC16 insights. As I've shown in my assessment podcast episode, traditional assessments generalize personalities, often categorizing them into different buckets. Individuals into broad personality types based on self-reported data. Is that really meaningful? BG5, on the other hand, and OC16 as well, provides a scientifically grounded and data-driven approach. It really analyzes individuals' energetic design, strengths, and decision-making strategies, and many, many more aspects to offer a truly individualized, unique perspective. So, with BG5 and OC16, you can see who thrives in collaboration versus independence, who needs structure versus flexibility, who is best suited for leadership versus support roles. And the methodology eliminates bias and assumptions, like explained in my last episode, allowing for a more authentic team dynamic. You should make as well recognition personal and specific. Instead of these, I've heard it many, many times, this generic praise like, great job, well done. Yeah, what is it? What is it that I well done? So I really appreciate how you always bring a strategic perspective to our discussions. It helps us to make a better decision. That is way more meaningful feedback to a team member. Acknowledge their strength in real time, both privately and publicly, to reinforce the impact. It might be an idea to implement a peer-to-peer recognition system where employees can highlight their colleagues' strengths. Tell them, I've really cherished that Don is so supportive and helping me in doing X, Y, Z. Encourage self-discovery and reflection. Ask your team members, what part of your work energizes you the most? What do you like most? What is giving you a thrill? Or what do you think is your greatest contribution to the team? Initially, they might be puzzled because likely they have never ever been asked something like that before. Yet, when employees recognize their own strengths, they take more ownership. They take more ownership of their own growth and their own success. They want to contribute. This is what I always say. People want to contribute. They want to have a meaningful work. And you can help employees, your team members, to map their strengths to possible future career growth within the organization so that they don't have to leave and then go to a competitor. You can create a culture of appreciation. You can build regular check-ins, where recognition is a natural part of your conversations. You can use team meetings as an opportunity to celebrate the strengths and the contributions of your team members. You can do it openly. I've seen, for example, in a leadership workshop, a manager that introduced a recognition round at the end of each their weekly meetings, where employees acknowledge their colleagues' specific contribution. And he mentioned that this small change boosted the morale and encouraged a culture of appreciation within the team. So is it really hard? Is it a lot of effort? I don't think so. You can foster these peer-to-peer recognition. Encourage your team members to share what they appreciate about and amongst each other. And you can implement structured recognition programs that go beyond the annual performance reviews. So there is a business impact. There is a business impact of such recognition. And it leads to increased employee engagement and loyalty. Try it, you will see it. Higher retention rates, reducing ultimately your company's hiring costs. Improved team morale and collaboration. People will cherish it. They will fancy it. They will like it. Boost in innovation problem solving. Yes, because they are more open. They are willing to speak. They are following their strengths. They chip in what they have. Isn't that great? And you can build a stronger organizational culture and a brand and your company reputation. People want to work for you. So great leaders don't just manage tasks. They uplift people by helping them see their own brilliance. So when you take the time to notice, appreciate, and communicate what makes each team member unique, you create a workplace where people feel valued, where people feel motivated, where people feel engaged. So here's my challenge for you. Pick one person on your team. Today, tomorrow, this week. Identify a strength that this person brings to the table, to the team, and tell them. Tell the person clearly, specifically, and sincerely. And then look what happens. And share your experience. How did they react? What impact did it have? Were they puzzled? Were they intrigued? Were they astonished, shocked, or whatever? Or did they like it? Was there a smile in their face? Or surprise, a positive surprise? So let's continue the conversation. Leave a comment, connect with me on LinkedIn, and share your insights. Watch what happens. Yeah, leave a comment, connect with me. Connect with me on LinkedIn. Reach out to me for a call. Visit my website, humaninthecenter.com. And thank you very much for tuning in. And until the next time, stay intentional, stay conscious, and keep leading with purpose. Thank you for listening to the Conscious Leadership Podcast. Look forward to the next episode to come, and stay intentional, stay conscious, and keep leading with purpose. Until the next time, bye.